Let's go live. Hello and welcome, everyone, to, well, in this case, Monday Nights Talks. I'm joined by my co-host, the Black Knight. How are you doing?
A little bit on the tired side, on the I'm melting side. You know, the heat waves.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. And I've been cleaning all day and stuff, like moving stuff. So
I've been melting all day. We had to mow the lawn. We had to take the dog out. But yesterday was plus 31 or plus 38 or something. And I am and today it's pretty much the same. It's just mind-blowingly.
it's over 40 here.
It's just terrible. Oh, you poor thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's. Neither of us have much time today, so we're just gonna keep this relatively short and sweet. Now, hold up. Son of a. All right. Well,
I listened to it. Is this?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Why no ad blockers?
Yeah, it's just I've. Oh, whoops, wrong. Yeah. Well, it's just I can't get them to work. So you see, the problem is with the ads. No, it's just after a certain amount of videos I use the ad blocker on. YouTube.
Which one?
Then basically YouTube. Well, the automatic one on the.
No, remove it. Remove it. Install uBlock Origin, and you will have no issues.
All right, you'll have to send me the link later. I'm not going to remember that. All right, thank you. Sorry, it's just my brain's deep fried from the sun, which makes schooling and book writing very, very difficult when you're very tired naturally due to the heat. Well, you're in worse condition than I am. So, yeah, like you I don't need to tell you this. But yeah. Oh, you already sent it. Cool. Yep. But the thing is, as you all know, I launched the trailer and then the first episode for the drama. And so far what I've found is that I've been able to market the darn thing on Twitter, but mostly with the Elves in Bikini month. It's just you stick pictures of elves in bikinis on Twitter and you just tell people to subscribe, and people do. It's pretty stupid. No, I'll freely say it's pretty stupid. But the thing is, it works. And generally it's because you're titillating people. But a lot of the fantasy and TTRPG people are actually subscribing en masse to the new channel. And that's good. We're almost at 100 subscribers. We're at 95. Yay! And what I've been finding is that the production of the... Sorry, I basically have an ice cream drink of sorts right here to keep me cool. It's a necessity these days. But the production, I will actually tell people, is running smoother and smoother. Now it's taking me about a quarter of the time to edit the episodes and to filter in the voices. It's taking me just 3 minutes at most to upgrade the audio to near perfect levels. And for the music's the hard part, because, well, not the hard part, but the long part, because I'm having to actually listen to the music, because Don Harper Jr.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, he sent me like 20 songs, so I'm having to listen to whatever suits the mood of the scene. But ironically, I make the decisions.
You could probably do it while you're walking the dog.
Well, no, what I've been doing is I sit down and I listen to a minute of each of them, and then I just choose. but the thing is, I keep the selection to just mostly just 5, or searching real quickly through all 20 or so. But like it's like 10 or 20 of them that he sent me. They're all really, really good, high quality stuff. And just a plug, I got to plug him because he's such a good musician. But the thing is, I'm blessed in that I have honestly one of the best musicians, I think, or music guys around. And he's got great music connections and whatnot. He's a great guy. So yeah, for the trailer, which I may as well just play, I guess, for a new audience here because I've played it everywhere else on every other stream and whatnot that I'm on.
Not aware of comfort,
let's
no
see
man
if
speak.
my audio is
Let's talk
working
of
right.
graves, of worms.
Oh
and
no,
epitaph-
I muted the darn tab.
Not aware of comfort, no man speak. Let's talk of graves, of worms, and epitaphs. Dark paper, and with rainy eyes, raise sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose executors and talk of woes, and yet not so, for what can we bequeath, save our deposit bodies to the ground, our lands, our lives, and all our bowling brokes, and nothing can we call our own but death, and that small model of the barren earth, which serves as pasting cover to our bones. For God's sake, let us sit upon the ground, and tell sad stories of the death of kings, how some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed, all murdered. For within the hollow crown, that rounds the mortal temples of a king, keeps death his court, and there the antic sits, scoffing his state and grinning at his pomp, allowing him a breath, a little scene, to monarchize, be feared, and kill with looks, infusing him with self and vain conceit, as if this flesh which was about our life were brass impregnable and humoured thus, comes at the last, and with a little pin pours through his castle wall, and farewell, king.
Yeah, James did a fantastic job here.
Yep.
I have to admit, I got shy after towards the end of the production of the trailer because I harangued him on this point or that point. I was actually, well, I harangued, but like what I mean is I was like, no, can you change this? No, you know what? Change this. Change this too. Yeah, okay. And I had him change a few details like 3 times, and the overall result was great. But I kind of fear that I may have teed him off or something.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I didn't, because he's mind-blowingly nice, and he's been a real champ to me. Like when I say a real champ, I do mean it. He's very, very nice, at least to me, at all times. And his trailer was really good stuff. And like it's the best performing video on that channel, The Crown of Blood. And it's at 352 views, which is a testament to his skill. And the cover, the thumbnail for the stream was, of course, the sword piercing the title, Crown of Blood and whatnot, which was a great effect on his part. I did the audio. I went over the narration with Graham, who plays both Mel Martin and also Simon. So and Simon is pretty much I guess, well, you've read my book, so he's basically the lead. And he's the lead in the first book, and he's going to be kind of the lead in the second one, if in a different style. I can't actually say anything about that.
Did you get my files?
Yeah, I did.
I sent them to, I made sure to like split all the lines into different tiny voice files, so it would be easier.
Yeah, I got them. Fran and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's probably the more important role.
Yeah, it's like I think I re-recorded a number of lines, like over 6 or 7 times, because I wanted them to be with the exact same feel of voice, because I was able, like, thanks to my few years of DMing, I was able to pick one of my two of my voices, which I use a lot, and so they come easy to me, because I didn't want to be. I did not want the voices to be like fluctuating and changing in between the lines. So I hope I did okay.
Yeah, and
Changed with a different mic. Everything was overheating, and I was practically boiling alive.
yeah, but the drama itself, like, it's because I will freely admit it was Isaac Young who gave me the idea, though I don't know if he realized it. Well, maybe he does, but the thing is, I don't think that was his goal. Is just seeing him do this, I went, you know what? I want to do this, but I didn't want to do just an audiobook. I wanted to do something that could double over as a radio drama, like what happened with Tolkien, and also The Shadow from the 1940s. So I figured, like, let's go down that route instead. Although once I heard Matt actually read the text, I realized on some level that may have been a mistake because he's just such a good reader.
The narration is really nice.
Yeah, Matt's so good.
I dropped you a couple of comments about
Yeah.
that.
I saw, and yeah, Matt from the Dork Lords is just I begged him because whenever he reads the text in our book club for the Lord of the Rings, he always reads them really well. And because it's streamed on YouTube on his channel, and my brother's auto one, but seriously, I will actually plug his Dork Lords channel. It's really good. On our streams together, he reads Lord of the Rings really, 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 really well. And it's like, well, you know what? I don't have many options for a narrator. The other guy I would have gone for has cancer, so yeah, and he's a young man, and he's not accepting commissions like that right now because he's struggling for his life. God willing, he'll live. But Matt is healthy and has a beautiful voice, and I decided got to go with him. Matt has been very cheerful and good throughout the project, and I actually had to tell him slow down because he sent me a few audio files, and then it's like, okay, Matt, send them to me in 10-minute segments. Don't because he at one point sent me 17 minutes, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot. But here's the thing, he's spending more time doing this than almost anything else. I was like, no, just slow down and don't edit the audio. I'll handle the audio, because I have the suspicion he was going through his audio a little, because with that file. So I've had him slow it down and just send me 10-minute segments now, and he sends that. I then edit, upgrade, and shift around whatever I need to. But the thing is, Matt, like I said slow down, just 10 minutes every week, and I'll just use every 10 minutes for an episode.
I wonder, by the way, how good are you going to be? How good are you going to get after you complete all the stories in the Crown of Blood and record them and upload them?
I'm hoping I'll be good enough to do like some audio engineering on a professional, like truly professional level, so that I can maybe try to spin this and put this as a portfolio piece.
Yeah,
And
that's why I asked.
yeah, I do.
I was thinking that you could probably do like some collabs with various YouTube channels, and they could pay you.
Yeah,
That,
that'd be something
that's
fun. I've
yeah,
offered around, and I've been going around a few people here and there. And so far, I've got a few people interested. I'd probably extend it to a few people on Substack. But I kind of want to try doing the audio engineering and seeing if I can't use that to try to leverage my way into the video game industry in France.
yeah. They need people. Right now they need people.
To handle audio.
Yeah, they need all kinds of specialists. It's if you remember, they like 2 months ago, was it? A bunch of gaming companies, they had to fire their compromised staff, and by compromise, what kind of staff? The staff that was actually not doing shit, but they were actually paying them to do shit like audio editing, writing, graphics design, coding, but they were actually twiddling their thumbs and then cashing pay and
I'll be
claiming
honest.
they were oppressed or something. And yeah,
This stuff doesn't take very long. It just takes for just the 10 to 17 minutes, it takes me about 3-4 hours now, where it used to take me a lot longer for my other YouTube channels. But James taught me a lot of tricks. So it's like I can basically cut the time down so much. And I've been trying to develop more skills at it. So using Audacity, I'm able to really cut down on a lot. And
James is really good with
and my mother,
all of the techie stuff.
yeah,
And
and my
he
mother
can,
also,
yes.
and my mother also used to work in audio engineering at one point. So it's basically been asking her for some tricks, him for some tricks, and then learning it on my own. Because my mother kind of took okay, she's not actually like this ordinarily. She's normally like, here, let me teach you how to do it. But she'll, like on this one, she said, you're going to have to learn it on your own. Basically, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. But she said, you need to experiment. And I can teach you a few things, but you learn by doing, Joe. So you need to, I want you to screw up like 3-4 times.
Yeah,
And
pretty much what one of my teachers back in the day told me. Yeah. You want to learn? Yeah, you have to fail.
do it.
Like
Yeah.
a ton of times.
Yeah, and I did in the past before this. Now she showed me a few more tricks. Then she said, "Well, you're just going to have to keep trying it." And then she gave a good listen to this audio drama. I went, "Oh, this is really good. You did a great job." So yeah, it's and now bear in mind, my mother's never someone who's like pull yourself by the bootstraps. She's not like that, except on some things. It's just this was one of them, and she usually knows when to do it and when not to say like do it yourself. You know what I mean? Yep. She's got good judgment on that front, and that's something I'm very grateful to her for. So yeah, this is definitely something I would like to spin into something. I don't know how much a good audio engineer is worth, money wise.
I bet it's a nice salary.
Hopefully, but as it is, I'm thinking, although the thing with Star Shatter, just to discuss that for a minute, is that for a Star Shatter or Lord of Bones or something audio drama, I think that for that one, it would require a different soundtrack. And that's where one would need to find a different music producer. Don's great, but his music is purely Celtic. And I really do like that. Some of his songs would probably fit with a French character, like as his theme song, or a Scottish or Irish character, but or even a Japanese one on occasion. But the thing is, like you know what I mean? Sci-fi should have a different kind of
Yeah, it
soundtrack.
this different stance and vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
that's the thing. Like with Dark Spider
that
Conspiracy, which I plan to turn into an audio drama as well, if I'm allowed. I say that because I have a publisher for that, so like I do have to seek their permission. I'm not saying that resentfully. I'm actually just saying that like it, they took me on, and this is an actual thing I'm contractually obligated to respect. And given how they've been, I'll actually defend the publisher. They've been very respectful to me and very nice. So like, it's just a matter of, you know what I mean? Like with that one, I'd rather a more Germanic or
Yeah,
Scandinavian.
I'll tell you something. Back in the day when I was working on the second Star Shattered book, the Twin Sons of Karola, I befriended a wonderful Japanese artist and musician, and he made the cover for the second book. You can see it on Amazon, and this cover it's actually an oil painting,
Ooh.
and I begged him to sell it. I'm just like, please sell it, make some cash. But he was like, no, I'm not going to sell it. And one day, if things happen, this will be priceless. Uh, but I mean, I hope. But and he was also a musician. He had a metal band, a rock band, I think, two bands. He was part of two bands, and he always said that reading Star Shattered is like, for him as an artist and as a musician, was like looking at fast moving oil paintings of let's say battleship Yamato in space, and listening to hard rock and heavy metal, or maybe in some cases some of the like the classy techno vibes. But yeah, you are at 120% correct. Yeah, about the music. And I'm not sure, I have to ask, I'm not sure which one did you like the most. Um, but from what I read in shape of readers' feedback on Substack, people really loved the Vote Your Adventure stories, which they are free, full novellas. They really loved them, and especially now the second one about the Nordstone Firehand, the space explorer extraordinaire. They really loved it. And I suppose there should be a bit of horror and spooky music there, because it is an exploration of an ancient derelict, few million years old.
Kind of like Alien.
Oh well, it's supremely more fucked than Alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you have all sorts of space ghosts and telepaths, and cybernetically enhanced zombies and other monsters like deep space monsters. So it's much like, it's not just oh yeah, we have this like genetically engineered creature, and you have these eggs with the face huggers, and no, it's worse. It's actually worse.
Fair enough. I'll be honest, I've never actually seen Alien, the movie.
The first two were actually were meat and potatoes of the Alien franchise were. After that, it's like going downhill.
Okay. I never saw it. I don't know why. How do I put it? I never I just don't know. I just never got around to doing so. It's the gross out horror, I think. Because it's like the piercing out of the stomach. How do I put it? It's like, it's not that it scares me. It's like, that's just gross. You know what I mean? Like I've never been one for gross out horror. I just find it gross, I guess. And I just find, why would I be scared of a piece of snot? But I also feel contempt. And I've recently realized I am a snob, and I tend to look down on it and find it inferior as a sense of humor and as in terms of scare factor. And I guess on some level, I also look down on Alien more at, like, I don't mind some of the like, I've seen some of the still pics, you know, like of the pictures of the interior of the ship, you know, with all the different scenes, like where, you know,
you mean the old
ship,
old sci-fi aesthetic.
Yeah, like, and the thing is that how dark it is, how and all that. I love that, but the problem I have is, let's just tear through the back of their skull or like rip out of their stomach, and it's like, oh, for freak's sakes, we're gonna do the gross out thing. You went from a 10 to a 1 in a single second flat. Is how I tend to feel, and I kind of look down on it because I just find my inner French snob then goes, of course you like snot and blood and diarrhea everywhere. Of course you do. And it's like, why would I ever demean myself? And yeah, I probably shouldn't admit that I'm a snob on that front, but it's just, I don't see anything appealing about it. It's not but the closest I come to that sense of humor is the one Irish movie called Grabbers. But there it's that they were going down the same path as aliens, but then the leads find that the cure to the alien infection, as these grabbers try to grab onto people, then suck all the blood out for their mouth and whatnot, similar to the alien thing. It's clearly a knockoff. But the cure is that these aliens, what's fatal to them is alcohol. So when they try to suck out your blood, if you have too much alcohol in your system, you die. And the joke in the movie is that only, the heavy alcoholic places of the world, France, Ireland, Scotland, Russia, and Japan, and some parts of Canada survive. The rest of the world all dies out because
you forgot us.
It's actually, but it's
you forgot us. We are probably one of the heaviest drinking places.
And I think Bulgaria and Greece as well, because I know it's heavy drinking there. So like you've got only these.
We are massive alcoholics.
Yeah, and it's like,
bro, don't dare to insinuate that we are not, because us Slavs here and the Greeks will like chase you. It's like, no.
But the thing is, like, only certain parts of Eastern Europe, Russia, the three Celtic nations in Canada, because Canada, in some places, not all, like in southern Quebec, and I guess some parts of northern Quebec and the Maritimes and Japan are the only survivors, because the alien invasion attacked everyone, and anyone who wasn't drunk out of their minds were, but the joke in the movie is basically like, it's made very clear that these countries are fully intact, as if to say everybody from the crib and onwards are drunk out of their minds. So it basically spoofs the hell out of Ireland, but it's made by the Irish. So they're basically poking fun at themselves. It's a great movie, but they don't do as much gross out. They do more mockery of the alcoholic culture of Ireland. So of course, like the main lead, he's a guy who claims to have quit alcohol, but every few scenes he's chugging booze down his throat. And he shows up to pick up the, because it's the other lead, no, because you have a male and female lead. The female lead has never drunk a drop in her entire life. She looks down on alcoholics, so she hates most of the Irish, even though she's Irish. But the joke is, partway through the movie, she just drinks a little and becomes a irredeemable drunk, and comes to love her own culture. Yeah, she comes to love her own culture more than any other, and realizes that the Irish are like a master race. It's like the movie plays in extremes. But the male lead shows up to pick her up because it's on it's set on an island off the coast of Ireland. He picks her up and he's totally hammered or something, and he's claiming he's sober and he's quit and he's toned down his drink. Well, really, he's
fine. I'm not totally not drunk.
And at one point in the night, totally hammered. Then the next day, yeah, I quit. Like, it's like the Irish definition of quitting alcohol is not the same as non-Irish. And it's just one of the funniest movies that makes fun of Irish drinking culture. And of course, you have like the characters at one point in one scene, like, all right, how do we lure the people away from the church to the bar? All right, drinks around the house is what they say in the church, and the priest himself fights them to get to the bar. Like, everyone starts racing over to the bar, including the priest who's willing to fight them for it.
Yep.
Because he's Irish. And yeah, it's one of the funniest movies. But this is a spoof.
Now that you say drinks, I just remember that I had, like, throughout almost the entire storytelling of the last Vote Your Adventure story, they were constantly drinking. Like, he North on Farhand, he was at this huge spacer bar, and there were a lot of people there, a lot of alien visitors and etc., tourists and fellow spacers, and he was constantly chugging all this beer, all this wine, all this, that, and this and that. And of course, he was constantly eating. And he's like a giga chat. He's huge. He's like over, I think he was like over 7 feet tall. He's really large and trained the heck out of himself. So he was like, yeah, sure, like, give me more beer, give me more booze. And at one point, like, a few of my readers were like, but wouldn't he be like drunk under the bar? I'm like, no, he wouldn't. And even if he did, his spacesuit has an exoskeleton, and it will proc him up. And and there was a guy. I didn't know he was Irish. I think I sent him a couple of chapters over the another site. And he was like, "Ooh, we definitely need these exoskeletons." He's like, mandatory dress code for all bars in Ireland. We will never drop under the table. It's like they will walk us back home, even if we're like hammered as fuck.
The Irish. They're just a hilarious bunch.
We love the Irish.
Fit. It's something that's very charming about them. And you know, like, I don't know. Might be just
any people who can take a joke and, better yet, heavily joke themselves out of the, like, yes, they are bound to be awesome.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason. What is it? It's Toil, Ham and Hog or something. You know the channel, the Irish comedians. They're hilarious. There's a reason they've reached like 1 million subs in under like a year and a half or something. Everybody loves that Irish sense of humor. And when the world's this bleak these days, I think humor is, in greater need. We're in greater need of it. But yeah,
humor, satire, and such, which
Yeah.
I made sure to like, especially in my most recent story. I don't know if you read about it. The Bunny Commandos.
oh yeah, I've heard a few things from a few shared
Yes.
readers.
You're like, oh yes. And one of the bunnies is like collecting plastic models. He's assembling them, plastic models of enemy tanks and other vehicles. And sometimes when he goes on the mission, he's like, how can I sneak in like inside of this city and find one of their stores and order stuff, or maybe like hack their internet and order it online. It's like, I need this brand new whatever tank is this, like, because I'm addicted. And that's the list of the things that they do. That's a tale for another stream, though. I was about to ask you
Yep.
what
Yes.
actually
Hmm?
what role would you actually love to perform when time comes to begin work on the one of the Star Shattered novellas?
Not
Maybe the
sure.
narrator?
So I've yet to read one. So, but I'd probably, well, if there's a single one with a cigar chomping prick, I'd probably want that role.
Oh, well,
'Cause
we
I
have
have to admit-
we have space bikers, so we've got
Yeah,
you
dibs
covered.
on any roles with space bikers.
We got you covered there.
That and space
I
bunnies
think-
or
I
space
think.
hamsters.
Oh yeah, I think there is like that super short story, which is like 3 pages long. I think that I published earlier, like 1 year ago, maybe. And it's called Protection Fair, and this is exactly about that type. The space biker, the Terran space biker. And they are the types of so-called criminals who, they may steal stuff. They may, let's say, take other things from other criminals and coincidentally beat them to the ground, but they usually don't mess around with other humans and like normal people, or how they say, normal people. We don't hurt normal people. Normal people are out of our targeting zone.
Okay. And the dog started barking.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
I'll take that as a hint that it's time to go. So, we'll first have to plug the Black Knight. You can find him over on Substack. I think you've just recently gotten to what, 700 subscribers?
Close to 600.
Oh,
It's very close, like about maybe 20 something subscribers. Yeah. And yeah, you can find a lot of brand new and reader voted for stories, which in most cases are longer format stories with multiple chapters. So yeah, and then some poetry. Yeah, some inept haikus and other stuff.
I don't know about inept, but
Terrible.
I like them. So do check out the Black Knight. You can easily find my new YouTube channel under Bros Kryn. So
And you
do
better
check that out.
subscribe.
Yeah. It's the best fantasy audio drama on YouTube. easily, bar none. So until next time, take care, subscribe, and do all that happy goody stuff.